This week on our guide to home selling in North Carolina, it's time to press play on your listing and make it active. It's activation day! There's a lockbox hanging on your front door, a sign that says for sale for sure. Who knew we'd have 1,000 showings today? But should I go coming soon first? Should I be out of the house for showings? What day should I go active, and should I hold several open houses? We're going to work through all of these questions and give you a definitive guide on what activation means here in North Carolina. For those of you who've never sold a home before, or maybe it's just been a while, this will be a super helpful walkthrough on the strategy and timeline to be thinking about before you go active on your listing. Let's jump in. There's more strategy here than meets the eye. The activation process is kind of when you put your first feelers out to the market digitally and start driving attention towards your listing. So, as it goes with meeting someone new, first impressions are really important. Obviously, you want your place to look amazing. But in this episode, we won't be rehashing some of the pre-listing preparation and marketing that needs to be accomplished prior to going active. So go back and check out the 2 previous episodes of this series if you'd like to learn more about those. What I'm really talking about is the strategy of timing here. Timing has to do with when you list your home and how that timing affects your exposure to the market. And this has to do with the timing of the week, the month, and the year. It's important to consider how your listing is positioned in the ebbs and flows of your unique market seasons. There's too many nuances here to flesh out in this episode, but I will say definitely the best source for when to list your home is a trusted real estate agent who has experienced these movements in the market again and again. For our purposes today though, I do want to discuss how timing for activation works out on a weekly basis. Most people have heard about coming soon status, but just in case, in our Raleigh-Durham market, coming soon is defined by a status where the property can legally be marketed, but showings are not allowed. There's a variety of reasons you may consider doing coming soon status marketing, but the big ones are as follows. 1, early digital exposure. 2, to drive off-market offers. 3, extra search hits with status changes, i.e. from coming soon to active status. And 4, to build anticipation for the listing. Now, a quick recent history lesson in the evolution of this status, because I feel like this will help you understand the current strategy better. It used to be that when you used coming soon status, it meant no days on market accrued. When you see a listing that's been on the market for 3 whole weeks, you automatically start to wonder, what's wrong with it? But with coming soon status, we got to advertise for up to 30 days without any negative consequences. When this market got really hot in 2021, this motivated a ton of off-market or sight unseen offers. Listings were getting snatched up before they were even available for showings. So the MLS recently decided this wasn't great for the general populace, and they modified the rules to make it so that coming soon status also accrues days on market. Obviously, agents stopped using long coming soon periods unless required because they didn't want to show too many days on market. That brings us to what I think is a happy balance of strategy today that works really well for most of our listings. We typically like to roll out our listings like this. First, we start coming soon, and we do this for about 1 day. This bumps the market that a listing is coming, and they can start to see marketing material, look at pictures, book showings, and inquire about the listing. Number 2 is activation day. We have this last for about a day as well. Now we actually change the status from coming soon to active, but we withhold showings until the following day. This gives a second status update to the market, increasing exposure and encouraging folks to start booking their showings for the following day, increasing showing count. The third is showings actually begin. The following day, showings actually start. We've effectively accomplished all of those things I mentioned earlier, but in a shorter time frame than we used to use with coming soon. Some folks may want to utilize a larger coming soon period for various reasons. Maybe they have young kids, an elderly person living with them, or they have a really crazy work schedule. It does create exposure and interest, but unfortunately it shows days on market, and people can't get in to see it in person until that coming soon status turns to active. So my 2 cents is if you can help it, don't allow too long of a coming soon period. In terms of that timeline that we described earlier, we typically like to kick off on a Thursday. This is when most home buyers are thinking about the next round of showings anyways, and it's one of the most popular times in our market for homes to list. So Thursday we go coming soon, Friday we go active, and Saturday we like to open up for showings. We like to recommend to all of our clients, if you can manage to be out of the home for all of Saturday and Sunday, that would be ideal. Saturday, you will probably get the bulk of showings out of the way. Sunday, you will get the stragglers, and hopefully we'll have an offer or multiple offers to consider by Monday. It's not a bad idea to keep it open through Monday or Tuesday too if you can, but I wouldn't say you have to stay away from home that long unless it's easy for you. Showings can be confirmed by you personally, by appointment, or we can just open it up for as many agents as want to book showings to come through whenever is convenient for them. You can technically be there for showings, but I wouldn't recommend it. Buyers find this very awkward, and it may leave them feeling less than great about your home. Open houses are also a fantastic way to get a lot of buyers through the door in a certain window of time. Agents hold these typically on Saturdays and Sundays, sometime between 10 and 4 p.m. This allows buyers whose agent may be busy or buyers who don't have an agent to tour the home too. We consistently find that many buyers get to see your listing during these times that otherwise wouldn't have been able to, so they are really valuable. Sometimes listings that take a little longer to sell or may be more of a challenge may benefit from having a broker open house. This is where agents only are invited to tour the home and can interact with the listing agent to ask questions. Our agents find a ton of creative ways to utilize these different types of open houses, even providing refreshments or treats just to leave a favorable impression on any buyer that walks through your doors. So that's how activation works on a real estate listing. If all works according to plan, then we will be negotiating offers pretty soon. And this takes us to the next stop in our Guide to Home Selling series, which we'll cover next week. I hope this video was helpful to all of you that plan to sell your home in the future. Each listing requires its own particular strategy and approach. So please reach out if I can give you a free consultation on how to get your home sold quickly and for the highest possible sales price. My information is in the description below. Thanks everyone for watching. See you again soon.